Since President Trump was elected, the markets are up significantly. Unemployment is down even more. And let's just say the economic good times feel like they're just starting. So President Trump says, hey, our economy would tumble if he were impeached. If those proceedings are brought against him, he thinks it would all be wrecked. Take a listen.
I don't know how you can impeach somebody who's done a great job. I'll tell you what, if I ever got impeached, I think the market would crash. I think everybody would be very poor, because without this thinking, you would see numbers that you wouldn't believe.
Joining me now in an exclusive interview to discuss the Trump economy is John Catsimatidis. He's the chairman and CEO of Red Apple Group, also Catsimatidis Foods. John, thanks for joining us. John, how you doing?
Thank you.
So, you were at the most recent roundtable gathering of President Trump, the economic meeting on August 7th?
I was the one in Bet Mitzvah, yes.
Yeah, the one in Bet Mitzvah. You know, it feels to me that President Trump has this unusual relationship with the business community. He really seeks to listen from them, to speak with them, but he also goes his own path. And it's hard to argue that his way hasn't been extraordinarily successful. And now there's talk, perhaps, you know, he had this interview with Ainsley, and he discussed even the possibility of not being there or impeachment proceedings. Do you think that would damage our economy?
I think that would damage the economy significantly. I said it at Bet Mitzvah that with Donald Trump being in Washington, business people no longer feel that we're the enemy of Washington. Under President Obama, look, he was the president, I respected him, but we were the enemy. The banks were the enemies. And there was no way I was going to choose to make an additional $700 million investment in one of our companies, because you didn't know what tomorrow would bring. And it is significant that business people now are bringing money back to our country, creating more jobs. Foreigners are building more factories, creating more jobs. And why is Washington, the Washington establishment, and I'm talking about Republicans and Democrats,
Sure.
Why are they fighting him?
Well, you might have answered your own question, right? We're talking about the elites who've been established for so long. He's got to be a threat to an established power structure that's worth trillions of dollars and has been in place for a long time.
God forbid he makes peace with Putin. God forbid he makes peace with China. Don't forget what Eisenhower once said. Beware of the military-industrial complex. God forbid you make peace. You don't sell enough missiles. You don't sell enough F-15s.
Right.
But Donald Trump wants what's best for our country.
And of course, that was his last State of the Union, and we're talking about General Eisenhower before he became President Eisenhower. So he had an inside vision to that few people could appreciate at the time, and certainly they do now. Right now, the GDP is forecast, the Atlanta Fed saying we're growing at 4.3%. It really feels like we're on pace right now to achieve that elusive 3% growth that so many experts said would never happen again.
The Washington establishment said it's not going to happen again. But you get somebody in there that's on the side of the American people, somebody that's in there that's on the side of our country versus on the side of some other country. It's like President Trump once said, you know, why are we giving military help to a country and they give their business to other countries?
Right.
He put his foot down. And we got the business.
He brought this common sense aspect to D.C. that, you know, you scratch your head, and a lot of things that he does, you wonder why no one did it before. And I think it is money and power that stopped it. You're a local legend. Right? You're a New York City legend. Your businesses touch all New Yorkers. So you understand, you always feel what's happening on the ground. Forget about polls for a minute, because this is a liberal town. Do you feel the optimism that I see in all the numbers? Every time I look at a number, I was looking at a Gallup poll, we had a recent Fox poll, whatever it is, it seems like consumer confidence and enthusiasm is through the roof. And as long as you don't bring up politics, it reveals itself.
The optimism is there. You see more cranes. You see more buildings being built. New York City is the capital of the world, and everybody is moving to New York. It's like Miami is the capital of South America. Anybody that's in South America that's middle class and has a few dollars in the bank, or in Europe, a few dollars in the bank, and they have 2 daughters and 2 sons, where is their escape route? an apartment in Miami or an apartment in New York.
You feel like it could be maintained?
You could press the escape button.
This enthusiasm, you think it'll be maintained?
I think so. I think it'll be a major problem if the Democrats take over in November. Don't forget, I was a Bill Clinton Democrat. I love Bill Clinton. I would give my left arm for Bill Clinton.
Right.
But it's different. I don't know where some of these people are coming from. If there's a Democratic Congress, Maxine Waters is going to be in charge of the finance. Yeah. Give me a break. Yeah, that's sinful.
Well, maybe it's not that you don't know where they're coming from. Maybe the real scary thing is we know where too many of them are coming from. John, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.